Why Siteground is a good choice for Australian businesses. A review by thebesthostingreviews.com. If you want to start a business online, you'll need good web hosting sooner or later. You'll need a place to host your website unless you're using an all-in-one solution like Shopify. Because web hosting is such a profitable business model, the market is flooded with web hosting providers. Unfortunately, many of them are untrustworthy and provide subpar service. Lifetime hosting should be avoided at all costs. For starters, you'll never know whose life they're referring to. Yours, or the proprietor of the web hosting company. Nobody knows for sure. This is not an area where you want to spend the least amount of money and cut corners. Your website may frequently crash or load slowly if you use a subpar web hosting service. Due to insufficient security, it may be hacked or even disappear overnight, along with the web hosting provider. There are numerous horror stories about web hosting services. As a result, you'll want to go with a well-known brand that thousands of other marketers rely on. Siteground is one of the best web hosting companies available. Over the last 8 years, as a web designer and SEO expert in Australia, Siteground has been my number one recommendation for a hosting service for my, mostly, Australian clientele. Although the Siteground servers are not based in Australia, which can have a very minor impact on site speed, their servers in Singapore are close enough, and in my experience the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages. Let's take a look at the advantages and disadvantages of this fantastic hosting company. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button below, and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Now, the benefits. 1. The outstanding reputation. When you poll marketers in Facebook marketing groups or online marketing forums about which hosting they prefer, it's amazing to see how Siteground consistently comes out on top. It's extremely popular among online marketers, who swear by it. 2. It's reasonably priced. While it is not the cheapest web hosting service available, it is very affordable. Siteground is definitely underpriced for the value they provide. Siteground's hosting plans are affordable for most beginners on a tight budget. 3. It's extremely dependable. Siteground has a 99.99% uptime guarantee, which means that their servers rarely go down. This is especially important if you run an e-commerce store. You will lose sales if your website goes down. That is unlikely to happen with Siteground. 4. It's simple to use. You'll have no trouble managing your sites with Siteground's interface. It's easy to use, and everything is neat and well organized. 5. You'll get free SSL certificates. With Google openly pointing out security issues when a site lacks SSL, it's critical that your sites use secure socket layer technology. You won't have to pay for it because it's included with Siteground. Wonderful. 6. A site relocation service is available. If you are currently using another web host and want to switch to Siteground, you can contact Siteground support and they will migrate your sites for you. There may be a fee, but it will be done quickly and easily for you. There will be no technical difficulties for you. 7. Day-to-day backups. Siteground will back up your sites automatically every day. In the extremely unlikely event that your site is hacked or your data is lost, you will always be able to restore your site using backups stored on Siteground servers. 8. Infinite email addresses. If you have virtual assistants or employees who require their own email addresses, Siteground allows you to create an unlimited number of email addresses. 9. Cloudflare CDN for free. CDN refers to copies of your web pages that are stored on multiple servers in various locations. This will result in faster page load times because your pages will be pulled out from the closest location to where the visitor is surfing from. This is a fantastic Siteground feature, and it's completely free. 10. The 100% money-back guarantee. Siteground is available for testing for 30 days. If you are dissatisfied, you can always request a refund. This is extremely unlikely because, once you see how good they are, you will most likely stick with them for years. 11. Staging for WordPress sites. You can easily create a WordPress staging site within Siteground and test out your theme, plugins, and so on. You can go live with your site once everything looks good and functions properly. Siteground makes this highly technical process very smooth and simple for almost anyone to complete. 12. Amazing assistance. Siteground's customer service is fantastic. With round-the-clock support, you'll be able to chat with someone on their support desk at any time. You can easily contact them if you have any problems with your website or hosting. What about the drawbacks? No hosting service provider is perfect, and Siteground has some drawbacks as well. To begin, your usage is restricted by your hosting plan. On the startup plan, you get 10 gigabytes of web space and a visitor limit of 10,000. If your site grows in popularity and requires more web space, you'll need to upgrade to the Go Big or Go Geek plans. There is also the matter of a higher renewal fee. This appears to be a nagging issue for many Siteground customers, especially since they will have to pay more once the introductory pricing expires. You should check with their support to see what the new pricing will be when it comes time to renew, then you can make a more informed decision. Siteground does not provide dedicated hosting services. If you want dedicated servers, you'll need to move your website to a web host that offers this. Should you purchase it? Siteground is ideal for you if you're a new blogger or online marketer in need of dependable web hosting. It's inexpensive and has all of the features that a good web host should have. While it does not have dedicated hosting, it will most likely take you some time to get to the point where you can afford dedicated hosting, at which point you can move. When you're just starting out, don't pay more than you have to. Siteground is one of the best web hosting companies in the world. You'll be glad you did if you give it a shot. This review was provided by thebesthostingreviews.com. Head over to our website to check out our reviews of other web hosting companies.